a bottle of the original unpasteurized pinche vinegar with just a few drops left.
Maybe I could figure out a way to make more?
Ethanol, eh? There's a lot we could do with this. Sterilize wounds, brew some tasty home distilled beverages, or even make vinegar to dress a salad. Ew, salad! Behold, my evilest creation! Yet. Aww, it's just vinegar with alcohol. I feel like there's a whole fermentation thing I'm supposed to do now. But with what?
It's a locker.
Who could be stupid enough to leave their locker open like that? Angela. Yep, Bengula Anderson.
Ugh, it smells worse than Mike's diner. What could possibly be inside? A sandwich? Great, I'm starving. Ew. On second thought.
What's this?
Oh no, it's on my hand! Get it off, get it off!
This thing's a one-way trip to the hospital. I'm not even sure a rat could survive eating this.
Believe it or not, the bacteria wasn't the most disgusting part of that sandwich. I'd rather find something that would, actually ferment.
All right now. Shake, 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 shake your bottle. Shake your bottle.
My first attempt at homemade vinegar. An explosive taste and an eruption of flavor. I should save the vinegar. Maybe use it for pickles.
Or pranking people. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Spitting contest winner, Captain Loogie. I guess that's about the only thing this school can win.
I don't need to steal to win this one. I'll have my own someday. From the New Mexico Press Association to Hamster Jay Garrick, for the swiftest and most profitable fall from grace any professional athlete has ever experienced.
Considering his achievements, it's probably a bad idea to mess with his things. To Hamster Jay Garrick for setting a new world record for the highest speed ever achieved on a hamster wheel, 60 miles per hour. Considering his achievements, it's
first place in the New Mexico State Games Human versus Animal 400-meter dash.
Considering his
to the Coyotes. Hey, kids, this is what a winner looks like. Love, Garrick. As crazy as this night has been, I can't imagine I'll need a hamster's picture anytime soon. First place to the 1946 New Mexico AAA High School Champions, the Acme Roadrunners. Did they just steal the other team's trophy? I think losing might be contagious. I'd better stay away.
To Hamster Jay Garrick, winner of the first chicken wing eating contest in the state of New Mexico. He ate the opponents too. Considering his achievements, it's probably
looks like a memorial for one of the students. A Sandy Moore. I'm not going to defile her memorial. What do you think I am, a monster? Looks like a memorial to the Coyotes for the first ever own basket in basketball history. I think losing
to the Coyotes for the longest uninterrupted losing streak in history. To the Coyotes.
I think from the Chicago Cubs Fan Association to the Coyote Boosters Club. Hang in there! I think
to the Coyotes. You finally won! It doesn't matter that the Roadrunners bus mysteriously disappeared on a desert road. A no-show is still a victory.
I think be there or be square. There where?
Damn it, I hate to be square!
Do you have something against school dances? Just leave it there.
Bucky, looks like Mom's demands are taking a toll on him.
Bucky?
Hey there, Miss Fancy Pants.
Pants? I'm wearing a skirt.
Yeah, I know. But, Miss Fancy Skirt just doesn't have the same ring to it. Anyway, what do you want?
What do you think is going on?
Do you believe in the existence of evil? A force that empowers all sorts of wicked things?
You mean like my mom?
Wow, really? Your mom is the first thing that comes to mind when someone mentions evil?
Of course not. I was joking. What did you have in mind?
I was thinking more along the lines of evil sorcerers and unholy grimoires. Although I did feel something like that in her office. Maybe you should stay away from there.
Okay. So what do you suggest we do?
We hide here until someone else solves the problem.
Wait, that's it?
Well, don't thank me yet.
Do you remember anything from before?
First thing I remember is waking up in a closet. Must have been a wild night. Anyway, before I could even say Fort Ticonderoga, the mayor was there bossing me around.
Some woman you don't know starts giving you orders and you just follow them?
If that isn't the pot calling the kettle black.
Well, in my defense, she's my mom. You don't say no to family. About your hand.
Left or right?
The missing one?
The missing one? Oh, God! What the hell happened to my hand?
I don't know, but I have a theory.
Go on, Picklehead. This better be good.
You lost it fighting a crocodile, and now it roams the world seeking to feast on the rest of you.
Well, you know, that would actually make a lot of sense. You see, a few years ago, I was working as a pirate on a flying ship and...
Really?
No!
Anyway... Bucky. I need to fix a generator. Can you help?
Sorry, pal. Find someone else to do your homework.
I need to smuggle something out of the school, but Dixon keeps getting in the way.
Good luck getting rid of that woman. Science this, science that. And don't even get me started on her obsession with cleaning things. Well, making me clean things. I just pray she doesn't find any more messy classrooms.
So, what you're saying is I should make a mess.
I swear to God, if you so much as think of making a mess, we're gonna have a problem, you and I.
Never mind, I'll manage.
Suit yourself.
Time to go.
Buffalo.
Icebergs Can't Shred Steel Bulkheads by Thomas Andrews Jr. Someone has something to prove. I don't collect kids' science projects. Solar System by Neil Tyson. Grade F. Huh, there are only 8 planets. Let's not crush this kid's dreams, shall we? Waponi Woo Island Volcano by Joe Banks. Mix acetic acid and sodium bicarbonate to experience the kaboom. Let's leave this as it is. This is the most perfect can of baking soda I've ever seen. Or it would be, if it wasn't empty. Empty. Perhaps I can find someone to fill it up for me. What slacker tried to pass this off as a project? Potatoes Make Electricity. Now get off my case, by Betty Anderson. Well, I guess I asked for that one. I can fix this, I just don't have the time. Yeah, that's it. Jack and Daniel's Giggle Juice Synthesizer. I don't collect kids' science projects. Rocket to the Moon by Gene Kranz. Aim high, kid! First the moon, then the universe. Let's not crush this kid's dream. Dinosaur Garden. Dinosaurs Will Walk the Earth Again by Johnny Hammond. What could go wrong? Let's leave this as it is. Giant Gorilla Head by Alice Hasselbeck. This looks awfully realistic. I don't collect kids' science projects. Edison's Coil, Grade F, for plagiarism. Let's not crush this kid's dream. Could you fill this can for me?
I could, but why would I do that?
I'll leave you alone if you do.
Ah, fine. Give it here. There, now chew.
Thanks, Bucky. You're the best.
Ooh. Whoa. Why do I feel like it's been a long time since someone said that to me?
Oops, I think I poured too much. Too little, too much. It doesn't make a difference. And so, with this final sacrifice, the volcano shall now... You know what? I think we've been too cautious with this. Let's pour it all in. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
What in Darwin's name happened here? Buckingham!
What's up, Buttercup? Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. What in God's name happened here?
Don't you have eyes? The science projects, they're all ruined.
My condolences. That's what you get for delving into the mysteries of the universe.
Okay, buddy, let's make a deal. This is the last time you try to sacrifice me to a volcano. Agreed? Agreed.
For the record, I am not cleaning this.
Why not? Cleaning is basically your whole scope of work.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
Hey, Garrick, how's it going? Pack your bags. You're coming with me.
Hard to believe you were an elite runner before. Now you're more like an elite ruler. Stop moving around. You're heavy, you know?
For the record, I am not cleaning this.
Why not? Cleaning is basically your whole scope of work.
There's no maps left. Just my luck. No fast travel for me, I guess. There's no maps left. What good is that taco? I feel cheated. Meh.
Hey, Linda, how's it going?
Good, until you showed up.
What do you mean?
Big headache out of the blue. Anyway, what do you want?
You think I could ever learn to be a mechanic?
You, a mechanic? That's as likely as a dinosaur surviving the asteroid and winning the lottery on its wedding day.
Cool, when do I start?
Get lost.
Wheel, battery, oil, engine, microwave, cheese grater.
What the hell are you babbling about now, fool?
Oh, I figured if I started talking about your interest, you might actually listen to me.
Oh, okay. You got my undivided attention. So, what do you want to talk about?
To be honest, I didn't think that far ahead. You sure you don't want to hear my story? You'll be missing out on a grueling tale of adventure and daring.
I see no problem with...
I'm telling you anyway. Did I tell you how... I wasted my best friend's time?
Get out!
Let me tell you more about my odyssey. Did I tell you how... I survived a visit to Mike's Diner? I had to hold my breath for as long as I could.
Well, why don't you keep practicing?
Did I tell you how... I infiltrated that mansion?
I wouldn't be surprised if I was an MI6.
You? A secret agent?
Damn right. Why don't you ask me my name?
What the... I already know your name!
Please?
What's your name?
Betty. Did I tell you how... You were super nice to me?
Huh? Did that ever happen?
No, but I can dream.
Well, then wake up, because that's not happening.
Did I tell you how... I wasted my best friend's time?
Get out!
Could you give me a hand?
What do you need me to do now?
Oh no, I meant that literally. The janitor lost his hand fighting a vampire inside a volcano.
Betty, count! I only have 2 hands, and I'm using them both.
At the same time?
Yes, if you want to give him a hand so badly, give him one of yours.
So, I take it that's a no?
Scram!
I'm leaving!
Awesome!
But I'll be back soon.
No need to hurry. Take your time, please!
And become a prime suspect?
record. I am not cleaning them.
They seem to be having a scuffle.
One which is totally not my fault.
Father?
My child.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
To the confessional!
I took a man's most treasured possession.
Stealing, eh? Well, in that case, there's only one thing we can do. We've got to chop your hand off.
That's a bit extreme for just leaving him hairless.
Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hair for hair. All right, Betty, fetch me those shears, will you?
I'm suddenly not that interested in them.
Fine. I suppose 100 Hail Delilahs will suffice.
I'd like to think this through.
Take your time, my child. I'll wait as long as I have to.
Actually, I thought better of it.
Nah, I don't want to get my finger cut off. Well, on the bright side, now you can see the whole garden from here. How's the night going, Sheriff?
Anything I can help you with?
What are the consequences of a hit and run?
What have you done now, Betty?
I hit a priest with a large wooden cross.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing serious. He might have flown a few yards, though.
Oh, thank God! For a second there, I thought a vampire was flying around.
Sorry?
You better be! Do you know how much time I've wasted sharpening stakes? That stuff doesn't grow on trees, you know!
All right, show me your sheriff abilities. What do you have on me?
A top note of tree sap with base notes of hair gel and a touch of despair. I'd say you're the one responsible for Slim's baldness.
I'm innocent until proven guilty!
That's what they all say.
Hey, how are our Italian friends doing?
Thanks to you, taking a well-deserved break in the basement.
Awesome! Another case cracked by P.I. Betty. Where's my medal?
Let me see. I have some stickers in my desk for kids on visiting field trips.
Never mind.
That's all for now, Sheriff.
Have a good one, Betty.
How's your night?
Dark.
This beef you have with the sheriff.
Let me tell you this. If I was a sheriff, everything would be solved by now.
But isn't just sitting here a waste of time?
Nope. Watching this damn FACO is my patriotic duty.
How about this? You leave the sheriff to me, and you go have a beer. How's that sound, Ben?
Woohoo! Drinking beer is my patriotic duty.
Thank you, Betty. You don't know how much that helps.
Put a sock in it, FACO. I can still change my mind.
Sheriff Coltrane,
How may I be of assistance, Betty?
Talk to you later. Good luck, Sheriff.
Later, Betty. Always at your service.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
You'll be sorry for this, ragazza, I assure you.
Nah, I don't think so.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day you will regret the day you crossed D'Angelo Martinelli. Sparkles. Let me a gatta.
No, boss, don't think about it. Sparkles will be fine.
But I miss her, Mako!
Hey, Sparkles is a big cat. She'll be fine.
Ooh, pigeon! Can I touch it?
Watch out, Betty! Stay away from that beast!
Beast? What are you talking about? He's so soft, cute, and cuddly.
Don't let his looks fool you!
Well, mister, I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Betty, and you are? Let's try a different approach. Garrick, I choose you!
Garrick uses rest. It's super effective.
You lazy mother...
Look what I've got here. All yours if you stop bothering her. How's the sandwich? Good? I'll take that as a yes. If I didn't already know he's a pigeon, I'd say he was an avian bodybuilder. Hey, Lorraine.
Hello, dear. Thank you so much for helping with that monster.
No problem at all.
The encounter with that little pigeon made me hungry.
Little pigeon? Little pigeon? I've seen airplanes with smaller wingspans than that thing. Anyway, you're right. My hero needs a reward. Let me repay you for your kind deeds. How about a lifetime supply of
Booyah!
broccoli?
Ah, Boona! Boona!
Oh, all right. What would you like?
How about something sweet?
Like the unconditional love of a mother? What's wrong, dear?
I don't know, Lorraine. I think you struck a nerve.
Now let me see what I have for you. There, a pack of Twonkies.
Don't you mean twing?
Shush, dear. The copyright.
No reason to be scared. The pigeon just needed some protein.
I wasn't scared. I was terrified. What exactly did you give him? He wasn't interested in anything I had.
Just a turkey sandwich.
You gave turkey to a pigeon.
Yep.
And you see nothing wrong with that?
Oh, shoot! I didn't check if the bread was gluten-free. I Would love to keep jibber jabbering, but I have things to do. See you later, Lorraine.
To the fool it may concern, I wrote this lovely little letter to inform you that I got tired of waiting for your foolish ass to get back, and went ahead to the generator. So get moving, pronto! See you, dummy. Love, Linda.
See? She does care. Ew! It's just a big pile. I wouldn't want to be here when... This car seems remarkable.
Ouch! That's what you get for touching my things! Now keep your mitts off my stuff or I'll keep wrenching you!
It reaches... Excuse me, that is... There's no way I can fit that.
Keep up doing that, and you'll find out I'm not just baking cookies in here. The last person who bothered me that much became part of the menu.
I've done enough breaking and entering for one night. Mom gave me a job to do. Let's not disappoint her.
I don't think I have anything else to talk about. For now.
Hey there, Garrick. Here's a treat.
Yankees.
Hey, watch out! That's my finger! Wow, wrapper and all. I heard you were fast, but you're running around the inventory in seconds. Now this is being caught hot wiring this. Holy hell! It smells like
Messing with public property?
Doesn't work. I need something to make it spin.
A chubby rat? That's your solution?
Hey, watch it! Garrick's been through a lot.
Of cake?
Don't listen to her, little fella. Just do your thing. Everything's ready. Let's get this party started.
Come on, Furball, is that all you got? God damn it! I don't get it! He may be the most out-of-shape furball this side of the racetrack. But even that has-been hamster should have managed to kickstart this thing.
Garrick is fine. It's you that didn't do a good job fixing it.
Watch your mouth if you don't want to eat a wrench.
Try it. I'll...
Silence, the both of you.
Who the hell are you?
I am Mayor Eliza Barrett.
And she's also my mom.
Irrelevant. I knew it was a mistake to entrust you with such an important task.
It's not my fault, Mommy.
Snitch. Listen, ma'am, if you want to power this antenna, you're gonna need something with more kick than this washed-up rat. I'd suggest plugging this thing into the local electrical substation.
But that could cause a power outage in the town. Yes, I am aware of that. Then the only option we have left is to address the problem at its source, the dam. Now, you two, go there and fix it. Chop chop.
Us? You're the mayor. You fix this.
The town needs me here.
My fish needs me here. Sorry, I hadn't said anything in a while.
I'd love to tackle a dam's mechanisms, actually, but the sheriff already asked me to fix his ride.
Unfortunate. Betty, go to the dam and do not disappoint me. Again.
What if I drown? Would you miss me?
Of course I would. Who would fix the dam then?
Wow.
Stop wasting everyone's time and start moving.
Jeez, not even a goodbye hug?
Fine, I'm going.
The dam looks pretty far away, so we should probably travel light. Well, where do I begin? Is that a note I spy down there? Let's go check it out.
Hey, yo, Vince! I don't know what they're doing up there at the base, but it's giving me some really bad vibes. So I'm out of here. There's a copy of the keys at the campsite. Go get him, champ.
The door's closed, but someone left a note. Now that I'm close, the hole looks much bigger than I thought. Unless you have a very convincing argument, I'm not going underwater. having a lake monster a selling point? Wait, what's this? Sponsored by the Lake Monster Syndicate. Have a lake but no monster? Call 1-800-SWAMPY and get your own monster today. Even if I could pick that up, what would I do with it? Hey kid, where can I find the camp manager?
You're speaking to her.
A little kid as camp manager? Well, it's probably not the weirdest thing I'll see tonight. Anyway, can I speak with the grown-ups?
Ooh, she's disrespecting you, Pamela. Don't let her get away with it.
I like the smell of her hair. Can I pet it? Can I?
Shut up, both of you!
Who are you talking to?
My staff, Clarice and Lisa.
I see. Anyway, I need to borrow your keys to the dam.
You know the rules, Pamela. Keys are for the campsite staff only.
Rules. 6, 7, look left, 4, jump, sit down, don't touch that!
Can't we make an exception, Clarice? She seems like a nice girl.
Ask her if we can play with her hair.
I said campsite staff only. Now stop bothering me.
So the keys are for campsite staff only?
Yes.
In that case, I'd like to apply for a job here.
See what you've done? Now she wants to work here. Come on, we could use some help actually.
And I like her.
All right then, it's settled. Now, every applicant must first prove their worth.
The things I do for Mom's approval. What have you got for me?
A kayak came loose and is now in the middle of the lake. Needless to say, we need it back.
Oh, and don't forget about that super cool camper.
He rented some diving equipment and never returned it. Ugh. Since we're doing this, you might as well clean the outhouse. It's filthy, and I'm certainly not doing it. You catch all that? Okay, take this then. You'll need it.
About those tasks you gave me?
Uh-huh.
What exactly happened to the kayak?
Mr. Kayak was taken by the tide.
Yeah, well, getting in the lake looks dangerous.
Why do you think we haven't recovered the kayak yet? We don't want to drown. Not to mention the leeches. Ew.
Then how do you expect me to do it?
Looks to me like you're gonna have to find a way to pull it back to shore without getting in the water.
Why do I have to clean the outhouse anyway?
You know what an outhouse is?
Yes.
You know how to use it?
Yeah.
Well, most people don't. That's why you have to clean it. Now get cracking.
What I meant was, why do I have to do it?
Pecking order. If you were in my place, you wouldn't hesitate to give the worst task to a future staff member.
I would never do something like that.
Then you're dumber than I thought.
What do you expect me to do with an empty spray bottle?
You're standing next to a huge lake. How could you possibly fill one tiny spray bottle, I wonder?
About that rental gear, what exactly am I looking for?
My stuff, mine!
It's our best diving suit. We rented it out to one of the campers. Best, hence the extra charge. He said he got his stolen by chipmunks.
Ooh, Fluffy!
Nothing. I'm on it. So, what's your story? How did you girls meet?
Well, it all began back in Springwood, Ohio.
Wait! I want to tell the story! Let me do it!
Sure thing, Lisa. You tell me.
Yay! So, Pam was all sad and mopey. Then I showed up, and everything was sunshine and rainbows. And blood. Lots of blood. The end. Any questions?
Yeah, a few. But I have this feeling I'm better off not knowing. I see that you haven't lost your memory.
What? Of course I haven't. Why would I have lost my memory?
I remember everything. How about you, Clarice?
I remember everything, too. Even this numbskull right here. Quiet, you two. Now, you. What are you talking about?
Well, back in town, no one remembers a thing. They can only recall the last few hours. Have you really not heard?
We're pretty focused on the campsite. We don't really know what's going on in town.
Do you know what caused the explosion?
What explosion?
Maybe she means the awful sound that she makes when she talks.
Come on. Half of the dam has blown up and you're telling me you know nothing about it?
Oh, that explosion.
I was sunbathing when it happened.
It was not time.
Moonbathing then.
Ugh. Being a camp manager is so much more stressful with these two around.
I'm gonna try to find a spot that's less crowded.
Good luck with that.
Crystalline Lake, a campsite to die for. I'm sure they don't mean it literally. There's no way I can fit Crystalline Lake, a campsite to die for. Crystalline. Crystalline. It's Pam. And Lisa. And Clarice. There's something about looking into a fire. It's so hypnotizing. If you play with fire, you get burned.
Chop, chop, chop your log.
It's just a can full of trash. Easy, I wasn't talking about you. Lashing out to express your dissent with social norms. Are you sure about this choice? It's just a raccoon.
Finally, I got you.
Know your place, trash.
His fur is so soft.
He's going to make a fine pair of slippers.
See you around, Mr. Raccoon.
Don't you ever come back to the basement!
Hey! You got no business down there!
I just want to take a quick look. Never mind. A wild, untamed Locus scolaris. While his urban counterpart feeds on books and nerds, this one feeds on... let's find out.
Did we take our medication?
Kerosene. Conveniently canned. If you don't want people to touch your grass, don't leave it unattended. You know what repels mosquitoes is the citronella and not the sign, right? Well, the sign clearly works. I don't see any mosquitoes around. Or it might just be the citronella. Citronella grass. I love this smell. I see where you're going with this, but spray bottles are for liquids, buddy. I think we could extract some juice out of it, but not with this. Arson, here I come. Great, now all we need is a fire and a victim.
The opinions expressed by Betty are not those of the developers. The studio does not condone any acts of arson in any way, shape, or form.
Party pooper.
I don't like this girl. I think she knows our secret and she's just playing dumb.
Girls, maybe she really is just dumb.
Since we're doing this, let's do it right. It's the fire extinguisher Pam used to put the fire out.
Seriously, leave that fire extinguisher alone.
Where there was fire, only ashes remain. Even though it's not a full-blown fire, I could still get burned. How many kayaks could the kayak rack rack if the kayak rack racked kayaks? And anger the machete-wielding girl? Not in my best interest. A candle. The light bulb of medieval times. It's a beautiful lake with crystal clear water.
You won't believe all the things this water spray can fix. Plants need watering? Fixed. Pets acting up? Fixed.
Unexpected visit from your mother-in-law? Also fixed. I see where you're going with this, but spray bottles are for liquids, buddy. That's not how you scent a candle. It's a clothes wringer. You feed wet clothes on one side, and then the rollers squeeze out the water. Those tiny bloodsuckers got the best of you?
Try Eau de Revoir Moustique, the new fragrance by me, Betty.
All that stands between me and the outhouse is this swarm of mosquitoes. Maybe we can negotiate safe passage? Begone, monsters! You don't belong in this world!
We'll be back!
What? Ew! It's the drain pipe.
Hey, Joe! What's that brown thing over there? Ah! Quick! Everyone get out of the water!
If it wasn't covered by... Ew. I would say it's a red handle. Ew! Could you at least clean it up first? We should use water. This valve regulates water pressure to the outhouse. It's missing a handle. I wonder what would happen if I open... I don't need to wonder! Let's find out now!
By Poseidon's beard! What's going on? I love you, Alice. Avenge my death! Gah! Leave my backpack alone, you pesky chipmunks! Oh, sweet! That's wonky. Hey, wait! Give it back, you damn pigeon! Water landing. Well, better than a cactus landing. Hey, where did my harpoon go?
Wow, I can't believe you performed a 900-degree rotation while screaming for your life. Shame you didn't stick the landing. What were you doing in there anyway?
I was trapped, but you freed me from that terrible place. Thank you.
In case you're wondering who your beautiful savior is, I'm Betty.
Nice to meet you, Betty. I'm Smokey on the Water, Hasselback Montoya the 8th. But you can call me Smokey.
Would you mind fetching me that kayak?
Impossible. If I move around too much, it might alert the beast.
What beast are you talking about? Leeches?
Leeches? No, you foolish girl. In these waters lives a terrible creature.
There's nothing more terrible than leeches.
You must be joking. Corporate lawyers, Jehovah's Witnesses, Baba Yaga, weeping angels? I could go all day.
Don't forget the chipmunks.
Arrgh, the chipmunks. Anyway... These aren't just any waters. They're haunted by... the Great Sherman!
What's a Great Sherman?
I can tell you, but let me warn you right now. After you hear this, you'll never be the same again.
Whatever. I doubt this is going to be the craziest thing I'll hear tonight.
In these waters lurks Sherman, one of nature's most twisted aberrations. A monster so monstrous, the word monster doesn't begin to describe its monstrosity.
Not to change the subject or anything, but when was the last time you had your brain checked?
6 months ago. Standard Navy procedure. Anyway, don't interrupt me. The Great Sherman has extinguished entire civilizations, and its victims are counted by the thousands.
Are you perhaps exaggerating a tiny bit? Except for my hometown, there's literally nothing for miles around.
Exactly! Because of Sherman! So let me continue. My great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, Juan Plata on the Grill Hasselback Montoya, fought the beast but was forced to retreat after suffering grievous injury. Since then, each generation of my family has sworn to defeat this unholy beast.
How many of them survived?
Only one.
Are you telling me 6 generations of your family have died in this lake?
Yes, but there won't be another. I'll be the one to fulfill our dynastic destiny.
Who's Alice?
How do you know that name?
Well, apparently, she's supposed to avenge your death.
You must have me mistaken for someone else. We Montoyas don't fear death.
Oh, really? Because I could have sworn I heard you screaming like a baby.
Alice is my daughter. And I was screaming like a full-grown man.
I need you to return that rental gear right away.
I can't. Not now. I'm too close. I must see this through.
Well, you can give it to me or deal with the campsite owner. Which, to be honest, might be even worse than facing that imaginary creature of yours.
I'll gladly give it back to you in exchange for your help.
A fetch quest? I love fetch quests. What am I looking for?
My harpoon. It got lost during the launch.
Quest accepted. Can you tell me more about the beast?
What do you want to know?
What does it look like?
Centuries have passed since Juan Plata encountered the monster for the first time. Over the years, the legends of this beast became darker and murkier than the lake itself. Nobody really knows what it looks like, only that it's gargantuan and evil.
If it's so big and evil, how come nobody's ever seen it?
Of course people have seen it. It's just that none of them have ever made it back alive.
Are you sure your ancestors knew how to swim?
Positive.
Right. What kind of name is the Great Sherman?
A terrifying one.
What's his last name?
What? Why would a monster have a last name?
For intimidation purposes, of course. Something like Sherman Soul Eater.
Or maybe Sherman the Impaler.
Don't be silly, Betty. Legendary monsters don't have last names. Think of Medusa, the Chupavacas, or the Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster does have a last name. It's Monster.
Look, if you're so interested, you can ask him. While he's writhing in agony at the end of my harpoon.
How do you intend to kill it?
With my harpoon. When I find it, that is.
Really? That's it? A harpoon?
Well, see, the harpoon is actually my plan B.
What happened to plan A?
Chipmunks.
Tell me more about your plan A.
I made a decoy victim out of oxygen tanks and my grandfather's old clothes. May he rest in peace. Then I poured barbecue sauce all over it and stuffed the pockets with shrimp to entice the beast. Then I was going to drag the decoy over to the lake. As you know, no monster can resist the taste of barbecued shrimp. He'd snap the decoy up, and once it was held firmly in his jaws, I would tell him a joke.
What?
Oh, the good old classic. See, a ghost pirate, a sea monster, and a mermaid walk into a bar and...
Those jokes aren't funny.
Maybe not to you, but monsters find them hilarious. Anyway, Then he'd start to laugh, and I'd shoot the oxygen tank in his open mouth. The tank would then explode, sending the beast off to hell with a smile.
You know, I would have paid to see that.
Huh, I wonder what those chipmunks are gonna do with oxygen tanks and a Navy rifle. Don't you think it's time to bury the hatchet? 6 generations of your family have died in this lake. Don't you think that's enough?
You could never understand. The Hasselbeck Montoyas are not quitters. What kind of example would I set for my daughter if I gave up?
I can't make that decision for you, but I have a bad feeling about all this.
I'm not going to die. But in case I do, regale Alice with my glorious last stand and tell her to avenge me. After all, she would need to carry on the family tradition.
On second thought, I've heard enough fairy tales for today.
When the beast takes its last breath and I hold its head aloft, then you'll believe me.
What do you know about this town?
I passed through this morning. It looked like a typical small town. At first. You should have seen their eyes. Those bright eyes. Like they were following me everywhere. Unsettling.
Why didn't you stop and check it out?
My schedule is very tight. I need to kill the monster before the Master Chief realizes I'm away without leave. Now, unless you have other questions, I really need to find my harpoon.
Did you hear the explosion earlier tonight?
Not really. I was fighting for my life in the forest when it happened.
Excuse me, what?
I cut through the forest to reach the lake faster when the most unbelievable thing happened. Chipmunks.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Ah, I see you are familiar with these vile creatures.
I might have heard a thing or two. Go on.
They appeared out of nowhere. I haven't seen such stealthy creatures since the Mariachi Ninjas. Regardless, I fought fearlessly as they stripped me of every single one of my possessions.
Okay, let's say I believe you. That still doesn't explain why you didn't hear the explosion.
One of them hit me in the head with a nut. My ears are still ringing.
A nut?
Yes, a nut.
Kleptomaniac chipmunks aside, the owner still wants her stuff back.
I can't return it now. Not when I'm so close to conquering the Great Sherman. Assist me in my search for the harpoon, and I'll gladly return the gear.
Well, gotta go.
Dismissed, sailor.
Look, an untamed kayak in the wilds of Crystalline Lake. Now, don't raise your voice. I will attempt to wrangle it back to shore. It's pretty far from the shore. Besides, I wouldn't want to contract a weird brain-eating amoeba. Or worse, touch one of those flabby algae. Ugh.
Smokey on the water. Thankfully for him and the cleanup.
It's a tire swing! I love tire swings!
Higher! Higher! I'm flying! Whee! Whee!
Hey, Gravity, catch me if you can! Ugh, they don't make ropes like they used to. A treacherous piece of rope. I never forgive, and my caboose never forgets. Ow. The Unsinkable 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said the same thing about the Unsinkable 1. You know what they say? Get a plunger before you need a plunger. thought cleaning toilets could be such a blast. It's squeaky clean, but let's not touch it too much. Always remember to keep your plunger on a leash.
You wouldn't want them to run away, right?
It'll take more than that to shake the harpoon down. I can't reach the harpoon. It'll take more than that to shake the harpoon down.
Someone forgot to eat her spinach. First the monster.
Hey, let me give you something.
Is it a weapon?
No.
You want Sherman to eat me? If you really want to help, find my harpoon. I need my
It's too late.
This might just be garbage to you, but it's my garbage.
If I want to use that, I need to get my hands on it first. It's just a can full of trash. Easy.
You bite me! Now it's my turn! Harf. Not so fun now, huh?
It'll take more than that to shake the harpoon down. This doesn't need dousing. Begone, monsters! You don't belong in this world!
Next time, say please.
What?
What do you girls think of our latest acquaintance?
I wanna hug her.
I wanna stab her.
I say we hug her next time we see her.
Agree. What the hell have you done to our outhouse?
Hey, look on the bright side. You could say the outhouse is now spotless.
Where will we go make a poopy now?
Let's send her to the basement. No one is sending anyone to the basement.
What's in that basement anyway?
None of your
Bodies.
Lisa?
Okay. Only parts of them.
1 down, 2 to go.
Ooh, such a cute rascal! Let me snuggle you!
What's your name?
Chitty.
Dude! Wow, I was just trying to be polite. I know why you won't tell me your name. You're a secret agent and your name is classified. What do you mean, blow your cover? Ha ha, very funny. I might be gullible, but at least I don't eat trash. You think you could sneak the damn keys out for me? Clarice would do what to you? Well, not if you do your job correctly. Sorry, I thought I was talking to a raccoon, not a chicken. What can you tell me about the girls? Which one? Good question. Tell me about Pam. That's a bit unfair, wouldn't you say? We all have our own little quirks. Nah, I'm pretty sure the machete is just for show. What about Clarice? Whoa, friend, calm down. So what if she's a little grumpy? She keeps what in the basement? What about Lisa? Yeah, I'd like someone who fed me all the time, too. Ugh, and you ate it? I think I'm gonna be sick on your behalf. What a weird night, huh? Do you know what's going on in town? That's all you know? Hey, wait a minute. How do you know that about my mom? What can I say? You can't choose family. Can you tell me what made the hole in the dam?
Boom, boom. Bada boom.
Like a lightning bolt? I haven't seen a single storm cloud since I woke up, but if you say so. Are you gonna eat all that? Care to share? Come on, don't be selfish. Pass the fishbone. We can split it.
Okay, fine. I'll find my own garbage. See if I share it with you then.
What am I saying? I gotta know, what other dirt do you have on my mom? She came here to do what with who?
Boom, chicka cheesy.
You take that back, mister. I don't know this Lincoln fella, but my mom would never.
Boom, chicka cheesy.
Shut up!
Boom, chicka cheesy.
Let's put a pin in it for now.
Diddy?
Hey, how's Pam doing as manager of the campsite? Well then, considering this place is haunted... Wait, what? What stories? So, a bunch of spirits crawl out of the lake to the tune of, "It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what?" Where do they go? Look, I've been all over town and I haven't seen a tiki bar. Just a smelly diner. Maybe they moved on to boozier pastures. If they were hanging around Mike's, They must have become ingredients for the latest batch of I can't believe it's not ectoplasm. Relax. I'm just messing with ya. See you later. Enjoy your meal. If that worked, it'd be a hardcore way to light a candle. This doesn't need dousing.
Look at him.
Let there be light! Someone's barbecuing? Ouch! That's not bacon, that's me!
Hey, let me give you something.
No thanks. I'd rather not leave my fingerprints on a victim's stuff.
I like my stuff more when it's not on fire.
What if she isn't cut out for the job?
We can. This is it, you bloodsuckers. I'm coming for ya. Someone's barbecuing? Ouch! That's not bacon, that's me! Can you smell what Betty is cooking?
Hasta la vista, baby.
The ultimate weapon against those. I better leave the candle there so the mosquitoes don't return. Why would you need this to smell like citrus? I feel that if I checked the game's box art, I'd get a big clue about how to use this. Why would you need this to smell like citronella? You won't believe plants need watering? I don't need to wet this. I feel that if I checked the game's box art, I'd get a big clue about how to use this. This doesn't need dousing. I feel that if I... enough, one side is the exact same diameter as the fire extinguisher nozzle. Ew! I'm not sure this makes much sense, but I now have a long-range fire extinguisher.
I bet this thing has some range to it. Now to find some ammunition. I should forget about saving the town and just go patent this instead. Every household in America will soon wanna... What should I call it? Ooh, I know. Pick a Kayak 6000!
Let's teach that kayak how we do things around here. A hickory ore by Blister Makers. Ooh, it's inscribed. If you steal it, I will bite your teeth. Clarice. Is this the harpoon you were looking for?
You have my eternal gratitude, Betty. Thank you, on behalf of the entire Hasselback Montoya dynasty. I've been waiting my whole life for this moment. In my heart, I carry the bravery of all the men who lost their lives to you. You may well rip off my head and strip me of my honor, leaving me to face the same grim fate as my ancestors. But not today, beast. Today is the day you die. Sherman! Show your ugly face! Aha! You finally show yourself, you slightly larger than expected monster! Your reign of terror is at an end. Prepare to meet your fate at the hands of Smokey on the water Hasselback Montoya. You wish to devour me, beast? Do your worst! You better save your breath, Sherman. It might be your last!
Enough blather, Montoya. It's my turn to give a speech.
What?
Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts which we are about to receive. Something, something, something. Amen.
Not so fast, beast. Have a taste of this. Hi-ya!
Oh no, I am gravely wounded. Mighty Montoya, you have killed me most dead. I'm dying.
Yes! Victory is mine!
No, you numbnuts! The only thing that toothpick of yours did was whet my appetite.
No, it's not over. As long as there's still a single drop of blood left in me, I will never give up.
Relax. Stressed Montoyas are harder to chew.
Maybe there's something in these pockets. Jackpot! Now, you demon, taste defeat at the hands of my mighty lemon.
Ah! Centrical hit! My eye! Why is it always the good eye? I can't see!
Whoa! Stop flailing around!
I can't! It burns!
Why don't you just splash some water on it?
Ah, much better. Thank you, Snack.
You're welcome, monster.
What are you doing? Don't help him.
Damn it, Betty! Don't just stand there! Do something!
Hey, sucker! Why don't you pick a fight with someone your own size?
I know I'm not supposed to die in this game, but you're really pushing it, pal.
Let go of me!
Oh, such a brave Snack.
Snack? Wait, you can't eat me?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can, but let's find out.
Wait, time out, time out! You shouldn't eat me!
Why not? You look tasty enough.
We're childhood friends, remember?
Yeah? Then what's my name?
Is that a trick question? Your name's Sherman.
Oh, wow. You're a smart one, aren't you?
Nothing escapes my watchful gaze.
I was starting to have second thoughts about eating you. But not anymore.
No, no! Please give me one last chance!
Well, since I am a gentleman, I'm gonna tell you a riddle. If you get it wrong, I eat you. Otherwise, you're free to go.
Haha, then get ready to starve to death! 'Cause I'm the riddle master!
We shall see. So tell me, my lunch, what's large, terrifying, and has a lot of tentacles?
You?
Aha! That is indeed me. This one doesn't count. Round 2. How many Montoyas does it take to hurt a Kraken?
This feels like a trick question.
It is. I wanted to see you squirm, looking for an answer. I'm having fun with this. Let's do another round. What smells like fear, tastes like human, and isn't going to make it through the night?
Another Montoya?
No. The next one won't try for a few more years.
How do you know?
They're a tasty and predictable clan. Now get in my belly!
What do you have there?
Nothing.
Bob, let go of the nice lady.
But Lisa...
Wait, your name's Bob?
Shut it, Snack.
What do we always say about eating campers?
But what about my tummy rumbles?
Bob?
Sorry.
And where's Mr. Montoya?
Montoya? What's a Montoya?
We'll talk about Mr. Montoya later. Now, let the girl with the pretty hair go.
Just a quick nibble. She doesn't need both.
Enough! You don't want to make me angry, do you, Bob?
No, not angry. I'm really sorry, Miss Snack. Please excuse my manners.
Yeah, that'll show ya. Hey, Bob.
Would you at least call me Robert? We barely know each other.
Sure thing, Roberto. What can you tell me about the town nearby?
The mayor made me sign an NDA a few years ago. I'm forbidden from talking about the town.
Okay. So, did anything interesting happen around here recently? Besides the explosion, that is.
Well, all I can say is that it was always pretty quiet around here until the military showed up. Since then, I've been seeing a weird green glow across the ridge.
Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
What's your story?
Well, you see, it all began like many stories do on a summer trip to a lake. When disaster struck, I was happily camping near these shores with my loving family.
Wow, a family of octopuses! How cute!
What? No, I had human parents, just like you.
Okay.
I went skinny dipping in the lake, which, let me tell you, was much bigger and deeper when I was young.
I'm pretty sure it's because you've grown up.
As I was saying, I got ensnared in some seaweed. It was wrapped around my tentacles, completely trapping me underneath the surface. I could hear my mother calling me for days. Unfortunately, being a kraken, I can't really survive on land for very long. So I was stranded here, alone. The lake is my prison.
Aw, man. That's a sad story if I've ever heard one.
Tell me about it. My life's full of tragedy.
Have you ever thought that maybe you were adopted?
What nonsense are you talking about?
Humans generally don't get baby krakens from the stork.
I was lied to my entire life.
Tell me about your feud with the Montoyas.
It all started about 300 years ago. A passing group of conquistadors camped by the lake and invited me over for paella. What they didn't tell me was that I was the main ingredient.
Wow, talk about lousy hosts. What did you do?
I attended the dinner. It would have been rude not to.
Wasn't it a bit awkward? You know, with them trying to eat you and all?
Au contraire. Best paella I've ever had. The armor was a bit hard to chew, but...
You ate a ship full of conquistadors.
Well, not all of them. One got away. The cook. Juan Plata on the grill, Hasselbeck Montoya. First of his name.
Then what happened?
I don't know what that soot for brains told the rest of his family, but I've had a steady supply of snacks ever since.
I want to know more about the Montoyas.
Montoyas? They're my favorite subject.
Who came after Juan Plata?
The first to come seeking revenge was Pastor Damien on the cross, Hasselbeck Montoya. He came up to me and started chanting in Latin. I think he was trying to exorcise me, like I was a demon or something.
Did it work?
Not really, but I had to give it to him. He had a beautiful voice.
Really?
Yeah. Before I knew it, I was falling asleep. That's when he tried to take me out for good.
Holy sheep!
No! Holy hand grenade! When I saw it, I jerked awake and startled him. It fell at his feet and he went boom. He was my first snack. A bit gamey and full of shrapnel, but minced meat goes well in chili.
So who showed up next?
After the father came the knight, Sir George on the horse, Hasselbeck Montoya. What a legend that guy was. He showed up in full plate armor with magic sword and everything and lunged at me.
No warning or anything? Did he hurt you?
I mean, it tickled, but in the end, his toy shattered just like his dreams and his bones. You should have seen his face when that happened.
You just crushed him.
No, I also ate him, horse and all.
You seem to have quite the history with the Montoya family. Got any more stories?
Good old Dr. Ice on the prey, Hasselbeck Montoya. He walked up to me and shouted, "Chairman, I will now cure you." As if I were a disease or something.
And then?
He pulled out something red and shiny.
Shiny? Sorry, please continue.
As I was saying, he blasted me right in the eye with his red light. I lost my sight, and in my panic I smashed him against a tree. By the time I got my sight back, I realized he'd actually cured my cataracts. I hadn't seen so well in years.
What Montoya came next?
Then came Hans. Hans on the pipe, Hasselbeck Montoya. He showed up one day with a folding chair, sat right where you're standing now, and started staring at me.
What the?
Right? When I asked what he was doing, he calmly replied, "Staring contest, you beast," and pulled out a pipe. Those were the days. The way he looked at me set butterflies loose in my stomach.
Aww.
He never left my side. He died of old age in the very same spot, staring at me one last time.
The last one was kind of depressing, huh? Is the next one like that too?
The sixth one was Richard. He was the weirdest of them all.
Wait, this one didn't have a fancy nickname?
Well, if he had one, he did mention it. But he was definitely on something. Anyway, the guy starts delivering this speech about love and peace between us.
Ooh, this isn't gonna end well.
Yeah, the speech wasn't all that bad, but it was so incredibly long that I got hungry and...
You ate him just because he was boring?
Okay, that one's on me.
So, what happened to the seventh Montoya? Did you eat him too?
That would be Dan's on the floor, Hasselbeck Montoya.
Smokey's father, then?
Yeah, he showed up with the gramophone. Then he started moving weirdly around the lake while the music played.
Is it me, or do these stories just keep getting worse?
The poor fella. I thought he was having a stroke. So I crushed him out of his misery.
Maybe he just wanted to dance for you.
Well, it looked more like he had chipmunks in his pants.
What can you tell me about other terrifying creatures such as yourself?
A lot, actually. Who do you want to know about?
What can you tell me about the big-footed North American man-ape?
Huh, you mean Harold, the Sasquatch? Great guy, harmless as a chipmunk.
You know, chipmunks are actually pretty scary.
Not when you're my size.
Let's talk about the most evil monster of them all. My mom, Eliza Barrett.
Wait, seriously? She's the kindest, most unselfish person I ever met. She even made a memorial for me. Since you're her daughter, she must have put up a pretty big statue of you, right?
Yeah, as big as her love for me. The Montoya Slayer, the Lake Muncher, the Alpha and Omega of water monsters.
the Great Sherman.
You know Lisa left a while ago, right?
You bring up a fantastic point, Bob. Tell me about the scariest monster you've ever encountered.
I've met my fair share of legendary monsters, wendigos, werewolves, mummies, and the deadliest of all, the Chupacabras.
Seriously?
Trust me, on a night with a full moon like this one, stay away from cows.
Why would my mom erect a statue in your honor?
Are you implying that I don't deserve it?
Not at all. I'm just curious how that even happened.
Oh, I was just chilling around the lake one day when she showed up with a bunch of papers in hand. She told me she'd erect a statue in my honor if I signed them.
And you signed them? Just like that?
Of course I did. Who would ever turn down such an offer?
I think I know what happened here. You didn't read the fine print, did you?
Well, she told me it was that small because it wasn't important.
Of course she did. Actually, can we talk about something else?
All right.
Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Actually, can we talk about something else?
All right.
I'll be going, Bob.
Whatever. Just stop bothering me.
It's too late. I need to focus on getting inside.
I don't have time to take a road.
I recovered the kayak.
If by recovered you mean pull it out of the water, then forget to tie it up, and let it disappear, then yeah.
How could you forget to tie it? That's like camping.
No one said anything about tying. How many times do I...
Once would...
Woohoo! One more test. It's too late. I need to focus on... Rental gear recovered? Check.
It's a total mess. And who's gonna pay the rental fee?
You asked me to recover the gear. No one said anything about money.
Another camper who doesn't pay their bill.
At least Bob is safe.
Anyway, I'm done with all the chores you gave me.
Great! Now there's no reason for you to be here. So leave!
Hey, what about the job?
Oh, all right. Let's get this over with. Get down on your knees and raise your hand.
Why are you raising your hand? You pledge to protect this campsite with your life. You won't rest until all filth is banished from this property. You'll cook our food, tuck us into bed, and read us stories at night.
And you'll massage Clarice's feet.
Clarice?
I regret nothing. What's your name?
Betty Spaghetti.
Betty Spaghetti. From now on, you'll obey without questioning. Silence will be your means of communication. You are not one of the campers. You're above them.
But still under Lisa. Lisa rules!
Violation of the agreement will be punished by... I was going to say eternal banishment, but sure, let's go with that instead. Do you swear to uphold these commandments?
Can I quit whenever I like?
Sure. Clarice will give you your final paycheck.
My speciality. In that case, yeah, I swear.
I love you, Betty's hair.
You kneeled as a gopher. Now rise as a camp employee. Here are your keys. Now get the hell out of here and I'll see you on Monday.
Don't forget to say goodbye to Bob.
Hold it. Before you go, I'll be taking these.
Oh, not my pick-a-kayak!
Okay, fine. You can keep the plunger. It's not like we'll be needing it for a while.
Stop messing with the campers! Those chores had better be done.
Yes, Mommy! In a manner of speaking.
Then come inside already. It's getting late.
Ugh. All right!
Let's go! It's about time we fix this damn thing.